friends and fellow dancers, my name is Christopher Dumond and welcome to episode 2 of my 2019 tour of events. I listened to some feedback. I'm going to try and make the episodes shorter and with a lot more visual content. I tried my best at SwingCouver, and then for next episode I feel like I am learning as I go. So without further ado, here's episode 2. Check out SwingCouver. Hello peeps, welcome to Vancouver, and this is my first video for this weekend. It's about 2:30 in the morning, Friday night, and got in with very little sleep. I won't go into much detail on that, but needless to say I got 2 hours of sleep before my flight. But the good news is once I got to the airport, Royston actually had the connection, which was my flight. So we were able to fly together, and we hung out for like 2 hours before the flight. So it was really nice to chill with Royston and fly with him too. What's really cool too is we have a staff thread, like most events, on Facebook, and we were sending selfies and pictures of us on the planes and getting to the event, and it felt like we were getting super hyped for the actual event itself. So that was really fun. Friday night was All-American and Pro Show, and for the All-American, during the first heat, the sound cut out, so we were joking that it was Monterey Part 2, the curse of the All-American, but ended up being saved very quickly, and everything went shipshape. The Pro Show was all established partnerships, so I didn't take part in it because I don't have an official established partnership. Apologies to Hugo and Stacy. I didn't get into the front in time to get a better angle on your dance, so many apologies on that. Next time I will do better. Future Chris is back because I decided to say the same thing in like 3 different videos in a very groggy way. So I figured that this would be a lot shorter and more concise by doing it this way. So what happened for Friday night is I went down to check out the ballroom and I got sucked into social dancing and ended up staying there and having a really good time. Got very sleep deprived for the next day, but Saturday morning I woke up and a bunch of us went and took Benji's workshop. Like, it was Nick, Tashina, Alyssa, Victoria, Nicole, myself. I'm pretty sure that's all that was there. And it was such a simple and amazing workshop. It's not my place to share that information. You're just gonna have to hope that he teaches something similar or just book a private. And that was super fun. Then I went and did some judging. I'm not gonna go into detail like how I did last episode because I felt like that was a little redundant and a little too long. And then later that day, got to sit in on a live taping of The Naked Truth. And it was Victor who was the guest on it for that day. And I got to jump on and be a little part of the episode as well there at the end. But please go watch, go listen to it, and check that out. Now, back to Past Chris. Good morning. I stayed up until 7 a.m. I went and got breakfast at 6:30 with Tony, Larissa, and Deborah. And I just got up, it's around 10:30, to go down and do an 11 a.m. workshop with Nick, Pete, and Steven. It's pretty cool. We're gonna do leader styling, so I'm excited. I think it should be super fun. But yeah, that's what this morning looks like. Let's go do that workshop. Just got done, all dressed for the 90s theme today after teaching a workshop. But first, really quick, I wanted to give a little recap of dancing last night. I drew Nicole in the Invitational, and I felt like I was slightly telemarky happy. But all in all, I really freaking enjoy the dance. I always love dancing with her, and she's an absolute beast. So that was super fun, and just to be a part of that show, it was really, really cool. And they had it where it was a slightly more intimate, and they brought a lot more people into the floor, and so we had a lot less space to work with, but it was still a decent amount of space to still have floor craft and things like that. So it was really nice to have that there for that Saturday night. I would have to say something that like kind of organically happened, which was kind of awesome a little bit later on in the day, is after that I went to the bar just to, I got a salad, get some water, whatever. And McHenry was with me, and then it ended up being Sean joined Deborah, Courtney, Hugo, Stacy, and we all started watching old routine videos and things like that. And it's just, we were just talking and chatting about some of our favorite routines that inspired us, and still inspire us currently, and, favorite routines that we have personally done and in our careers, and just sort of kind of like, what's your favorite color, but for West Coast swing. That's how I would put the questions. So yeah, I just finished changing my shoes, and I am now going to go down and do strictly prelims with Court, and final should be interesting. It's another routine division kind of strictly, so we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, I'll catch you on the flip side. This is the final check-in for SwingCouver. I danced with Courtney, and what they did for the strictly for the finals is they did prelims. They brought back everyone to the finals because there was 12 couples. Brought back everyone to the finals, and the format was whoever was top 5 in the final and the prelim got to choose from a list of 20 songs that did not win the open but still were amazing routines. So we got to choose, so those people got to choose first, chronologically, and then it was random from there. So Courtney and I ended up picking Mr. Jones, that was originally done by Ben and Melissa, and it was just so much fun to be in that space with one of my friends and just explore choreography versus social dancing. It's so much fun, and we had to do it in 50 minutes. Courtney and I finished about almost 2 minutes of choreography, and it was just a blast. It was an absolute blast, and watching everyone and watching all the nuances and all the homages to the original choreo throughout all of the pieces were just awesome. Awards came around, didn't really make anything, meaning I didn't place in anything, but the thing was like I didn't have to. I already had a blast with, the partners that I drew. So that really didn't define my weekend, and I don't think it should define anyone's weekend. It should be an added bonus, in my opinion. Then got to chill for a little bit while they flipped the ballroom for SwingCouver, which is for when we used to go out to a bar and we would do a bar takeover. Now what they do is they actually flip the ballroom into a club atmosphere. So they completely redo the ballroom in like 2 hours for all the attendees and make it where it feels completely different. And I thought that was really cool. That was a new thing that they did this year. And then after that, so while that was happening, I got to be with some friends, sort of recharge after such a draining weekend. And I mean draining in the most positive way, because I was dancing, I was just enjoying myself, and it was just a lot of energy going out and not a lot of recharge. So it was really nice to have those friends to be able to recharge my battery and come out for SwingCouver and have some amazing social dances. And I have to say that I am so excited for sleep. But first I have to pack and get ready to go to the airport at 4 in the morning. But I can say that this was just a draining weekend in the most positive way I can mean it. Honestly, I would say my highlight was the Strictly Swing for me. So not to take anything away from last year, but this year was just, I felt like it hit and took what last year did well and just expanded on it. So that's it for SwingCouver, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Pun intended.